Respect, not your genuine love. Respect page. I should reach down to the genuine ones only. They say everybody not gonna like you, but that's okay. Not everybody's supposed to like you. It's a thought process for me. Because what's genuinely for you, what God's protects for your direction, God will place genuine people in your life that's going to be true to you, respect you for who you truly are. You know, not have malicious intentions. To truly, genuinely respect you for who you truly are. Genuinely love you for who you truly are with no malicious intentions. It's like your thought process, like your family, eyes, like your pockets in the day, or to play the mind manipulation game because they got controlling issues to the day that don't live here. Yo, it's a thought process for me. It's alright. Everybody not gonna like you. It's not meant for them too. It's the thought process for me. When you love yourself to come out your comfort zone. When you love yourself enough to know what self-growth look like up close in person. It's a thought process for me. It's a better days ahead, they say, right? To get in tune with yourself is to respect yourself, to understand what change comes growth, for growth comes true self-understanding with self. I can respect it. They're not gonna respect me for what I say, but it's cool to the person in the back. But I can stay in my lane with no malicious intention. It's like a thought process. When you reevaluate your thought process, with change comes growth. With growth comes true understanding of self. Understanding, wow, this is so new to me. I'm at my stop. I'm trying to figure out which way to go, which direction. It's the thought process for me. This is so new to me. This is change. Change to grow. You know, self-growth within. You know, understand the assignment that I'm at my stop. And this is so new to me. I don't know what to say. All I know is I'm so aware of myself to know that with change comes growth, and with growth comes true understanding of self. To have self-awareness, self-healing, self-respect, self-control, self-discipline, self-confidence, self-care, self-value, self-love, self-worth, self-patience, and healthy boundaries, to tune into yourself, to respect yourself, to love yourself. You know that bond that you have with God that they can't get in tune with. While you're elevating, becoming your best self-vision of yourself, you at your stop. You at peace with yourself without wearing a mask today. Depression, it's not wearing on you. It's not even working within. Not today, not on God's timing. When it comes to PTSD, when it comes to sickness within, you know that they caused on you, the enemy. When God allows you to become your best self-vision of yourself, God removes all of that. When you tune into yourself, to respect yourself, to understand the assignment within the assignment that God got your back. They don't understand the assignment within the assignment that you just got to your stop. And he's trying to elevate and become your best self-vision of yourself. Where you chose healing to go within, to understand that with the assignment that God placed within you, that you walk by faith, not by sight. So you can never misunderstand yourself when you're walking with God. Guidance. With God's protection for every direction. When it gets misunderstood in the wrong hands, that's passing judgment on your life. Who doesn't know you, ready to quick to judge you, book by its cover. That's so crazy. Manipulating your character for something that you're truly not. Their own description as to who you are, and that's truly who you not. It's the mindset for me. How they take your kindness for weakness, or they overlook you, or they play you close to manipulate you, or they sit there and psych you out your freedom or your thought process. It's the mindset for me. How you're just trying to elevate and become your best self-vision of yourself, but they can't get in tune to how you're elevating. It was never meant for them to understand. It was God's planning. Because you got to your stop to understand the healing going within. Dealing with trauma on top of trauma. Being sexually assaulted as a child. Brainwashed, manipulated. You know, they try to play with your thought process to psych you out your mindset so you can't know what's going on within. You know, to love yourself in a healthy way. To know your self-value. You don't got to deal with toxic behavior today. That was the norm to you. But that's not what God installed within you. God installed within you to love yourself enough to know your self-worth within and who's truly for you. And when God sends genuine people into your life, so someone who's going to value your time and respect you for who you truly are, then God is not sending someone into your life to hurt you and abuse you or to manipulate your character or use you. It's the mindset for me. How they take your kindness for weakness, and you thought that was the norm. It was never the norm, and that was never part of God's plan, but it was the enemy's plan. The enemy didn't want you to elevate and become your best self-vision of yourself. The enemy wanted you to see that dealing with unhealthy relationships was part of the norm and was never part of the norm, not part of God's norm. God wanted you to love yourself. To understand when you love yourself and you attract what you is truly for you. Someone who's not going to manipulate your character, psych you out your thought process, play with your intentions. No, they have good, true intentions, not to play in your face, to psych you out your thought process, because they're walking by faith, not by sight, with God's protection for the right direction. When you tune into yourself to understand the awareness within, that God got your back today, and they don't understand how you're elevating, becoming your best self version of yourself. All that trauma that was installed within you. It's not meant for them to understand that bond that you have with God. It's not meant for them to understand that, wow, God is genuine and true to me. Wow, God chose me again. You know why God chose you again today? You woke up today. God was patient with your process so you could be patient with yourself. To understand the definition of self-awareness, to do self-healing within, it would never be easy when it comes to trauma healing. But becoming your best self version of yourself, God understood the assignment that God gave to you, that you could go within and understand it's not going to be easy. But with God's guidance and God protecting you, God is willing to heal you within so you can become your best self version of yourself. It's the mindset for me. You know, when God allows you to become your best self version of yourself instead of being a hater in disguise, because God did not install that within you to be a hater and hate on your neighbor at the end of the day. That's not what God installed within you. But to understand the assignment within the assignment, when God chooses you to see another day for another reason, it was a purpose. God's still patient with your time. Remember, when they overlooked you, God never overlooked you. When they manipulated your character, God never disrespected you. When they took your kindness for weakness, God never disrespected you. God was trying to show up for you. But how many times you gonna keep closing the door on God? How many times you gonna keep overlooking God? How many times you gonna keep overlooking yourself? Have self-awareness. Love yourself to respect yourself. God is good. God is good. God got your back to better days ahead. Understanding the sun within the summit that not everybody's going to like you for who you truly are. You don't have to do spell work on somebody the unhealthy way to prove a point that God is working in your favor. You don't have to prove a point to somebody when they're not in tune with themselves to respect you because they don't respect themselves. Never judge a book by its cover, neighbor. Just trying to elevate, be at peace with myself. I ain't got to wear a mask when I'm tuning to God. Let alone got to wear a mask to tune into myself to know I don't got to fake gaslight you because I'm just going to at peace with myself. With God's protection for every direction. I'm just in my lane, trying to elevate, neighbor. I'm not trying to go back and forth with you with words. I'm just trying to respect myself to respect my neighbor. But it's okay if my neighbor don't like the way I tie my shoe today. It's okay my neighbor doesn't like the way I wear this hairstyle I have today. It's okay if my neighbor doesn't understand the way I cut my hair today. As long as I know I don't have to exchange words because my neighbor wants a reaction out of me and I'm not giving my neighbor that reaction that they want today. I'm going to continue to elevate and stay in my lane with God's protection for every direction because God still is going to allow me to become my best self version of myself. You can't take something from somebody that was truly meant for them. Their steps was ordered when you least expect it. To tune into yourself is to respect yourself. Stay in your lane if you don't understand the sun within the assignment. To respect your neighbor. Respect is a two-way street. If it's one side, it would never make sense. God is good. When they overlooked you, God never overlooked you. I truly appreciate your time to the genuine ones only. Just because they overlooked you, don't give up on yourself. Just because they gave up on you, don't give up on yourself. You are genuinely loved by all the right people. You are genuinely respected by all the right people. Aims are to be treated with respect. 365 days with no malicious intentions to bring harm towards yourself and others around you. Protect your energy because not everybody's having a good time. Never allow the enemy or hate in disguise or personal malicious intentions to psych you out your thought process, on your freedom or your eyesight or your. Never allow the enemy or hate in disguise or personal malicious intentions to psych you out your eyesight, your thought process, or your freedom, or manipulate your character for something that you're truly not. Because you are worthy. God didn't give up on you. God didn't install within you to give up or live in fear and be discouraged. God installed patience within you because God chose you for another day to see another day. I just really appreciate your time to the genuine ones only. Protect your energy because not everybody's having a good time. I just really appreciate your time to the genuine ones only. Have a safe week. Love yourself with God's protection for every direction. Now you genuine love, respect. Love yourself with God's protection. Have a good day.